Hey everyone, it's me, Jared Paulson, speaking to you once again. And for tonight's review is going to be on Hasbro Dungeons & Dragons, the animated series, Hank the Ranger. Let's take a look at the figure itself. Now, as much as I've pretty much heard, there's been a lot of people here have a lot of issues with these new Dungeons & Dragons figures, the animated series version, saying that the joints, however, are pretty tight and can be easily broken, like mine with Diana a couple once. I had no issues with Hank nor Bobby. So my suggestion is this: follow Rick's Pick's suggestion, put under hot water, and see if you can loosen the joints. I'm probably gonna do that by Diana next time, so stay tuned for that. Now this figure itself has good representation how it looks in the original D&D animated series. I do recall watching the TV show many years ago when I was in middle school. It was on Jetix. It was also on Fox Kids, which I did not know at the time. So this animated version of Hank here looks fantastic how he looks. The other ones I mentioned before are Diana and Sheila's little brother Bobby. Now for accessories, he does come with his bow without the string. Well, if you remember in the show, it was a magical bow, which is pretty much a magical item, which was given by Dungeon Master in the very beginning. He does come with his D&D dice, and lastly, his bow enchanted with the arrow ready to fire. Now, if you remember watching the cartoon, they don't allow violence in the show, but I think one episode of the Dragon's Graveyard, I don't recall seeing that one, but I do recall seeing it back when I was watching Fox Kids. When I was watching it on Jetix years ago, I don't recall seeing that episode, but I did recall seeing some episodes of Dungeons and Dragons years ago. Finally, for articulation, he does have head. Now, before I talk about articulation, like I mentioned before at the beginning, the joints, however, are very tight, and it can also be easily broken and snapped off. It's very thin plastic, so I broke Diana one day from last week, but I think I should be able to get a replacement very soon. Besides, these figures are totally amazing by Hasbro, but I don't want to ruin its figures. But anyway, the articulation for Hank here, he has head, shoulders, forearm, hand, ab, leg, knee, ankle, and feet articulation. Without further ado, if you're a fan of Dungeons & Dragons, the animated series, or perhaps the animated characters itself, this is the one to get. But anyways, this is Jared Paulson signing off, and we'll see you next time.